Repairing athletic shoes with glue bonded soles. William Hovey Smith, 2018.
This is Hovey Smith. I'm the author of Create Your Own Job Security, Plan to Start Your Own Business at Midlife.
And here is my book.
Now, the business I chose to do is Hovey's Knives of China, where I make some very unusual and interesting cutlery based on ancient Chinese patterns from the Bronze Age of 3,000 years ago. But a lot of people don't have the money to set up a shop like I did here for my own business. If they have any money at all, it's very little and it comes infrequently. So what to do? There are an unlimited number of businesses that one can do. Now, one that recently came to mind has to do with this style of shoe. These are common, reasonably inexpensive running shoes, but by reasonably inexpensive these days, I mean from $30 to $70 a pair. And they fail. The soles come loose here and here. Brr! What to do? Well, there is a preparation called shoe goo, which is particularly designed as an adhesive to use on shoes that will bond with leather as well as this composition rubber material. So, the business proposition says everybody has at least one pair of shoes like this, that you set up your business and you buy you a couple of tubes of glue and with a toothbrush and some sort of blade. It doesn't even have to be sharp, really. You go into the shoe repair business. Yeah. Now, this same shoe right here sells here from Sportsman's Guide for something like $70. I don't care what the shoes look like. That's not a concern. I want something I can put on my feet and wear. So if I can take $1 or $2's worth of material and repair a shoe that'll allow me to get more use out of it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's what other people will pay you to do. The old-time shoe repair guys are gone. The last shop I saw that was operational in my hometown or anywhere near was maybe 5 years ago. People are just not doing this kind of work anymore. So there's an opening for you to repair people's shoes, clean them up, get them ready, and charge, say, $10 a pair. That'll provide immediate income at no cost and get you started on the world of being an entrepreneur. This one I have already repaired. It needs a little more reinforcing right there, so I'm going to give it to it. This one needs work now. You'll notice some dog hairs and other stuff in there. You can take your brush like this and clean off these surfaces as well as you can. So all the stuff it ate, you can get rid of. You can take a little sandpaper and rough up the surfaces some. I have an air compressor here, so I could start it up and blow it out with an air compressor, but I think I'm doing okay just like it is. Since this is on the front of the shoe, I'm not going to bother to remove the laces. I will when I work on the rear. Then we take our shoe glue here and open it. And yeah, you're probably going to need a set of pliers because this is hard to open after you don't use it for a while. And we put an application of shoe goo around the edges in particular. So this is how it looks. A little bit more right up here at the top, although some is going to squeeze out there and hold. So then we press down here. That is going to leave a gap here in the front of this shoe. We're going to fill that with goo. So now we proceed to get some clamps. Clamp it down firmly. You can see what's happening here. The extra goo is oozing out. So you take it and paint it around the sides here. Now that is going to take approximately 4 hours to set. This is not a fast setting glue. Now if somebody wants instant results, you can use super glue, which will set up in seconds. But this gives a longer, stronger bond. Now I'm also going to put another little clamp right here to get some pressure back on this side of this part of the sole. So that is one well clamped shoe, and we'll just sit there and let it set. On this pair, they're not so badly separated, plus it's at the heel rather than at the front of the shoe. So I'm going to blow this out with an air compressor. Now that we've got it somewhat clean, we're going to let as much of this as we can get ooze down between the sole and the bottom of the shoe. In some places where we have a little much, we're just moving it over to where we have comparatively little. It's clamp time. I'm going to put a wood block in here. So that'll give more pressure down here. Unfortunately, I have another one of our big clamps. Okay, that is clamped. It's looking pretty good. I see a little gap right here. Excess is coming out of that side. All right. No need to waste anything. I didn't have a big enough clamp to go inside the shoe, so I used some of my cut off wood blocks from various other tasks and put it in my bench vise, and that gave me an even better fit and more pressure on this heel. So I've got a really good seal all around here. So I have no doubt that that'll do very well once it sets. Two nice things about shoe goo is that it is both flexible and waterproof. So it is ideal for use on a shoe like this, whereas other epoxies may be hard drying but come out brittle. This one does not. So this is the ideal product for this kind of repair. And after a few hours, we'll see how this did. It's the next day now,
And we have a very good bond indeed here with the shoe goo and the sole and the rest of the shoe. So I'm going to go ahead and unclamp these shoes. And I'm actually going to wear this pair today. I have lawn to mow, and that's going to be several hours of work in partly wet grass, so this should really be a good test of this bond. We have feet and we have shoes. Now the question is, they once fit together, but will they now? Yeah. Now that doesn't look so hot, so we're going to get on a lawnmower for a while. Well, me and my rebuilt shoes have succeeded. So we have managed to cut our lawn behind me, and shoes are holding up, and they're doing very well. So I've saved the cost of replacing something over $100 worth of shoes for about 40 cents worth of material. So if you want to do a little something like this, you can get much more sophisticated. For example, this works and is ugly as sin, but you can do a much more sophisticated job by using interior molds that go inside the shoe, so you get a much better bond here and much slicker. So this is one idea about how you can start your own little mini business with almost no resources. But now this is Hovey Smith, reminding you that you can be an entrepreneur. Sure can. It can happen to you. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. Create Your Own Job Security goes through the nitty-gritty of actually how to start your own business. How to choose a name, how to get copyrights, trademarks, patents, and so on. Now your business might be very simple, like the one I've just described here, or as I did on a previous video, using an electric chainsaw to help your neighbors clear debris from storms and hurricanes. If you go into the footwear business, this can be as simple or as elaborate as you wish it to be and charge accordingly. If you'd like to find out more information about my book, you can go to createyourownjobsecurity.com. Create your own job. Goodbye, and God bless.